You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole, and we have something fun coming down the rabbit hole. We have Diana Van Giersbergen and Marcela Bovio with Flameborn, the official music video.
I am so excited for this collaboration because once I knew DIANNE was collaborating with artists for her solo album, I think we all knew that one of her best friends, Marcela Bovio, was coming down the rabbit hole with her. So here we go, everyone. Chronicans, looking forward to this one. We have a write-up to here too, and I'm really looking forward to see what the collaboration of these two amazing friends, artists, and talent together is. All right, so Flameborn, a symphonic metal duet featuring Marcela Bovio from Stream of Passion and many others, as we all know, is a song about restoring a lost friendship and through that letting go of a shared painful past. It is an autobiographical story and dedicated to my dear friend and ex-Zondria band member, Stephen Wuso, who also performs bass guitar on Flameborn. Wow.
Very cool.
This hits deep and at home. The song is a testament to symphonic metal, bombastic to the bone, jam-packed with haunting vocals, beautiful orchestral melodies, and driven by impressive heavy riffing and double bass.
Cool.
Flameborn is the fourth song and single of Diane Van Giersbergen's solo project, DIANNE, and will feature on her debut album, Soulward Bound, that will be released through a waterfall strategy. Previously released songs are After the Storm, Unleash the Siren, and A Symphonic Tragedy. And we definitely loved all that. And to finish off what it says here is the story in the video contains a past and present storyline. The past storyline, All Dark Scenes, sets right before Diana's first single, After the Storm. The present storyline, All Forest Scenes, is a continuation of the album's overarching story and picks up where Diana's last single, A Symphonic Tragedy, ended.
Very cool.
And the waterfall aspect that they're referring to is how many songs are being released in the, I believe, 5-year cycle for all of her singles with this. So it is very cool. And now we're at Flameborn.
I'm so excited to be at Flameborn, and it's really cool that they even mentioned the waterfall strategy of releasing the video in this write-up, because we actually talked to Diane about that in our interview with her. So if you guys haven't seen that interview, definitely go check it out. Diane's such an amazing person and has such an amazing chat with her. So like, this is so cool to now be at the fourth single release.
Yeah, here we go. Oh. Oh. If you're wondering why we had the scrunch face there, I think our cord there was making it come in not as clear as it could have.
Yeah, we definitely should probably get a new. That's better.
There you go.
There's the blue dress.
Yeah. Ooh. Love the guitar. Oh. Nice. Oh, that back-to-back scene's iconic.
Our eyes shine 1,000
What do you think about it so far?
I love it. I love the visuals, how they're going back and forth between like the being trapped and like going back to that friendship that was lost doing.
Yeah. No kidding.
Because you have this masked creature, like this entity that's, terrifying and overbearing that Marcela's even standing behind, and she's quaking.
Looking petrified.
Yeah. It's like, I want to help my friend who's imprisoned by this being, but I can't even reach out to help my friend.
Wow.
Because what is that going to end up with me? Am I going to end up in the same position, and then I can't even help my friend in that position? Because you also have to be smart when you're in those positions with people.
You do.
Because you can't just lash out irrationally and be like, I'm going to be the savior. Because then you're just both going to end up in jail side by side.
Very true.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have to what Marcella's character here is kind of sneaking around, being like, okay, I've been given leave to go, so now I can go talk to my friend, be like, hey, I'm still here with you. I see this, and I'm so sorry that we're a part of this, and that I'm in this position that I'm in, that I still have to back this being.
Wow.
But I still have to back this being, and I can't step out of this because unfortunately that's my role in this moment.
And if this was a real thing that was going on in real life, I'm pretty sure Marcela and Dianne were friends at this time too, so that struggle might have even been legit happening, right? Might have even been
legit happening, who knows?
Wow.
And then did that come to that present moment, like they told us in the description, where this present that's happening after, I think it was the second or third release that she put out, is when they're all in the forest and they're seeing each other, and you saw that facial expression where they're like, oh my god, it's you, yes, you escaped too,
right,
you're now free.
And
then that back-to-back scene that you said you loved, you can see the ropes tying them together and entangling them into the same woven fabric of a story that they're
incredible,
a part of.
honey.
So it's so cool to see. I love seeing where,
and that's
Diane's
what makes them Flameborn, because you're reborn again. You finally got out of that life that you had before.
There was actually a lyric that she said, Flameborn, but you're twin flames.
Oh, okay.
The twin flames together, who are having this story together. So it's so cool. And I love how
so you love their friendship.
I do love their friendship. I love their friendship, and I love the way Diana tells story through her music videos.
Well said. And I think you said everything perfect there, so let's keep this going. Oh,
I shine 1,000 stories, each gleam and spark the stell of a harrowing hell. Will you show my path, counsel me, or leave me poisoned by your hand? Once I was sunlight, ferociously flaming, fire and restless flame upon the world. Out of the embers, the crimson awakened. Assassinated and dust to dust. We are Flameborn, even darkness of conquer hearts with flame swords. We are the Flameborn souls through this nightfall. Our vision northern star onwards we and fill up the deep.
oh. Oh. Yes.
And the sorrow, lay your healing hand unto my tear-swept soul.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I dwell the never-ending twilight. You found me unhappy. We fell into open arms, my long-lost friend. We are Flameborn.
Nice. Takes hers off too.
Even darkness of conquer hearts with flame swords. We are the Flameborn souls through this nightfall.
pues.
This is a glue song for her story. And what was taking over the awesome emotion in the end there? Because I know those are like powerful tears, like tears of like getting through something, not like a defeat tears, I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, I have to say, like, Diana's voice is extremely powerful, especially in that moment. Like, I already mentioned that I love the way that she tells stories, and I love the way she tells stories because she has so much power behind them as an individual, even with
Yeah,
her voice and what
absolutely.
she's expressing,
Yeah.
and because it's so soul felt for her and what she's putting through her music. And then also on top of that, on a personal level, is I've actually just spoken to you about how I've reconnected a relationship with a past friend.
Right. Yeah,
who
yeah.
we went through similar traumas and similar things with in our past, where kind of like a twin flame type situation.
No doubt.
And so both recently within the last few weeks reconnecting with that friend and now listening to this song and having that full, come full circle, and that with Diana's power backing it, it's gonna bring you to those tears that you mentioned.
Wow. So
because
just the
it's-
performance itself just brought you to tears, which is incredible.
Absolutely, as well as having that background knowledge that the
That did add to
bassist
it.
from Xandria was in here. That
Yeah,
he and
performing
Jeffrey
with her and
performed with her and Marcela.
Yeah.
Her and Marcela have a podcast together. If you haven't seen
Are we
that,
better
definitely-
friends yet?
Are we better
They
friends
look like
yet?
they are.
So definitely go see that. So like knowing a lot of this background information that was also stated in this write-up, as well as the background information that we know personally from both our interviews with Marcela and Diana and the
No
podcast
kidding.
that they have together, which is awesome. If you haven't, definitely go watch it. I definitely love watching it myself because they're so
It
fun
shows their
together.
uniqueness and their
Yeah.
brilliance like within themselves because they're so talented and their voices. Like we're just listening to Arian in the car on the way home.
Yeah.
And we can see why Arian would pick like Diane and Marcella to be the three angels that are
yeah.
singing, giving vocal kicks the whole time and getting to hear them have their own single now together. I thought was
Absolutely.
one of the most powerful things that we've seen this year almost.
It is.
And especially when they were back to back with the flames throwing up, like you said, that twin flame aspect. And even recently, I kind of reconciled with my best friend
You
as
did.
well. And like we're such twin flames and feel the same and are trying to do the same things in our lives as well. So
Absolutely.
it is such a good song for reconciliation, which we're all about too on this channel.
Absolutely it is. And like I'm just thinking back on, because I had, even when we paused it during the song, I had mentioned how it was interesting seeing that Marcella was standing behind the entity that was all controlling while
Yeah.
Diana was in the cage. And then when Marcella came to Diana in the cage and they were talking and like they had that moment where their eyes were closed and they were just in the moment with each other, and then the entity came and took Marcella.
Yep.
That was one of those moments like, okay, well now what's going to happen? How are you going to get out of that? And it took seeing her friend being in a position as herself.
Yeah.
It's like a similar position where now her friend's going to end up in this cage.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
took her to have that come up as that angel, like you said, with the wings of flame behind
Totally,
her,
yeah.
to break
The
out
passion.
of that cage, that passion
Yeah.
to evoke that flame within her, to be like,
For
no,
sure.
I can get myself out. Not only can I get myself out of this position, I don't need someone to get me out of this position. I can do it myself, and I can do it myself because I need to save someone so they don't end up in this position, because I'm strong enough to handle it myself, but I don't want someone else to have to be in this.
Wow, well said.
So like that's
So empowering, this song.
It's so empowering.
Yeah.
And then to see her help her friend escape, and then for them to come together, have that hug, take the armor off her friend, be like, you're free now.
Yeah.
This is the freedom that we both have.
Yeah.
But now we can part ways down this trail.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
we're both
They did
free.
part ways and we're
We
good now.
Don't have to do this together forever,
Yeah.
because now we're both free to go on our own way and be
That's what makes
strong
friendships
heroines
beautiful, right?
together.
Because there's going to be the times when that separation's going to be inevitable and you got to do your own path, right? But just
Absolutely.
know you're there to take off that, to carry the weight sometimes. I almost feel like that's carrying the weight in a way,
Absolutely.
right? And just so well said. And I love how much the storytelling really does take over when Diane is doing her solo work here, because we haven't really even talked too much about the musical side on it as well, because the storytelling was so incredible, and it's worth going back to. So I mean, that's always good to say. This is one to just keep going back to as well. It's probably my favorite release out of all 5 of them now so far, so definitely isn't going to be an incredible album when it comes out, and definitely go support DIANNE and Marcela on their own channels and whatever ventures that they have. And definitely we have amazing news with Aryan 30th anniversary, so if these two ladies get to be a part of that too, that will be
so
exciting
cool.
as well. And if you guys had a good time with us, please let us know by hitting that like button, and in the comments what was your views and thoughts about Flameborn as well. And to know that it's already at 85,000 views,
Yeah,
that's incredible, and
It's
congratulations. So we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you everyone so much for being here with us. This was such an amazing treat from DIANNE van Giersbergen and from Marcela Bovio. I can't wait to see what else comes down the rabbit hole from DIANNE. Thank you so much everyone for being here. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care and bye for now.